episode number 19. I can't speak today, but I'm going to try my best to do so. So we are up to podcast number 19. I didn't think that we'd be around here for so long, which is always awesome. I'm glad that we are here to bring you guys some awesome news and ridiculousness. I am joined here, as always, by three fantastic, burly, butchy, beautiful men. We got Matt, Ryan, and Eric. Say what's up, boys.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh god, that was just god awful. Try to put at least a little bit more, oomph into it. Try one more time. Say hi, boys.
What?
You guys are fucking terrible.
Whatever.
I didn't study for the test.
The answer is D. It's always D. So unfortunately, Matt is a little under the weather today, so we're gonna try to go easy on him today.
Yeah, but, I will try so hard not to cough into the microphone. So if you do hear a cough, I apologize.
It's all right.
Keep that mute button handy, bud.
So, kind of want to start off everything here. I know that we actually talked about this a little while ago about the World Video Game Hall of Fame. So there were a lot of different people, games that were actually going to be considered for inductions, right? So they actually ranged from Candy Crush Saga, which I'm surprised that they were going to be doing a mobile phone game to put on there. They also had Centipede, Dance Dance Revolution, Half-Life, NBA 2K, a lot of different things. So they actually finally came down to the 4 inductees that are going to be going into the 29 World Video Game Hall of Fame. So they actually have Super Mario Kart, Mortal Kombat, Microsoft Solitaire, that is so odd, and Colossal Cave Adventure. Okay, serious note. Who the hell has heard of Colossal Cave Adventure? Anyone here?
I don't know why you keep denouncing Colossal Cave Adventure. It's a timeless classic that clearly only true veterans of the sport know what it is. Now, clearly you've never played the fun game of Colossal Cave Adventure where you run around as Spike, the little tiny dungeon worm, and you fight off hordes and hordes of mysterious flying fruit bats, and you have to protect your coins. Now, I understand if a lot of you out there haven't played this game, but it is a classic. It came out in 1981. It was originally made for calculators, but you know what? They thought, fuck it, they needed something, a bigger platform. So when the first computer came out, there was a little tiny code you could have put into the screens itself. I think it was dot space tilde key PQ dot X, and then you would pull up Colossal Cave Adventure, and it has been a journey to say the least.
So would you play that on your Commodore 64 then, pal?
No, dude, I never fucking played it. Why'd you make such an assumption?
Wait, but why are the fruit bats attacking a worm?
Because they're... And his name is Walnut Worm, and they like walnuts.
But a walnut's not a fruit.
No, it's not, but sometimes they find nuts in the fruit, and they like the nuts that they find in the fruit.
What kind of nuts you find in a fruit?
Well, if you keep looking at these peaches, you about to get some nuts.
Oh, hey.
Wow, that just took a left turn. All right, so while you guys are hitting on each other for that, good lord, that is just like absolutely terrifying right there. Okay, so moving right along. So speaking of sodomy and children here, so Ryan, this is right up your alley.
Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Can I just read this? Colossal Cave Adventure is a texted, so I was kind of right, but except it didn't involve anything with worms or shit. Colossal Cave Adventure is a text adventure game developed between 1975 and 1977. Programmers created variations of the game, ports on other systems, and it's an adventure game. So it's kind of like
I'm falling asleep.
It's like
It's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, okay.
It's a text-based adventure, Dungeons and Dragons, pretty much. There you go. Moving on.
That sounds terrible.
But it was one of the first games, so.
That's true, like one of the first, you said it was on a computer, right?
Yeah, computer-based games.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because back in the 80s and 90s, like a lot of them, well, it's probably just more the 80s then. There was just more, like you said, just like all text you type in. It says, okay, you make a left turn. Okay, now you have to hit X to spell and cast a spell, but you need to do this, that, and the other thing. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I would want to play Dungeons and Dragons probably over something like that, though.
It's pretty much the same thing, but it's computer based, so you don't have to worry about gathering your friends.
Yeah, but I would think that would actually be the main selling point, though, is playing with all your friends, though.
Yeah, but you got to remember the time. That was way before the internet. That was way before anything. So, I mean, it was couch co-ops or sitting by yourself in a room. So,
I do the latter one a lot.
Yeah.
Good point. I don't know. I still want to play Dungeons and Dragons, though. That still seems fun.
Dungeons and Dragons is for nerds.
What the hell do you think we are?
And
Ugly.
don't you play it, Eric?
Yeah.
We should do our own Dungeons and Dragons thing, and then we should just film it.
I want Ryan to be the DM because he's insane.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Sorry, what are they called now? Not Dungeon Master. Game Master, sorry.
Or Quest Master.
Just call me Jigsaw because I want to
Dungeon
play
Master
a game.
is like copyrighted or something.
I mean, I'll learn how to do
Copywritten?
What?
Next topic.
Okay. So, all right. So something interesting. Well, I don't know exactly how interesting this is. It's actually a little it's a little disturbing. I know that there's obviously, like, you know, from a lot of topics that we talk about how technology is ever expanding, especially in the realm of video games and hardware, things of that nature. But for the parents out there, including yourself, Matt, obviously, just to kind of like a leeway into it, how comfortable would you feel leaving your kid or your children by themselves playing a video game online?
Well, my kids will not touch a video game until they're well of age and they can beat Legend of Zelda without whining about it. So, on the original NES. But
I still can't.
Yeah, neither can I. But anyway, I don't know. I still think it's just, especially with computer games, like at least with Xbox or PlayStation, you don't get as many like spammy messages. I mean, I definitely know on PlayStation you can, because there are so many times that I go on my PlayStation and I just have random messages from like women, and I'm like, these are totally spam accounts.
No, of course. I was freaking, been told that I can go to their website and watch them have fun, so we can all have fun. That's on the PlayStation,
Exactly.
and that's just
What are
kind
they
of
doing?
random.
But it's like,
I don't know. They didn't have enough money on me to watch.
but as a parent, I don't want my kids to be online unless they understand that certain areas of the internet are for certain things. Like I don't want them to be going into like Minecraft or something like that and somebody draws a giant dick. I mean,
Okay.
That's like where people on like the computer mod shit all the time. Like, I mean, there are adults that play like a game called Roblox. It's another popular free-to-play game that you can put a lot of shit ton of money into, but people mod it and they can have whatever they want. They can have like you can be a baby and somebody else can be the mom, and they can give birth to you. It's like really fucking weird.
Well,
It's the kind of
and
roleplay I
that's
do
actually-
with Ryan on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah, we roleplay.
Yeah, and you guys got to delete those videos off of my phone, because I don't appreciate you guys sending me all your freaking test footage. It's disgusting.
Mhm.
But
Listen, I thought the Dicks of Hazard was gonna sell. Clearly, that's on you for not accepting it.
holy
I
shit,
think we're in
it's
the wrong
funny.
business.
But so speaking of which, right? So with Roblox, so to your point, Matt, so Roblox is one of the most popular video game platforms. So this is coming from news4jax.com. It's, for people who don't know, it's a free online platform. Like Matt was saying, it allows people to create their own games for the most part. Reaches millions upon millions of people around the world, right? So there are a lot of stories that I've been hearing over, like, the past year or two about people just kind of making their own mods, right? And kids are coming across pornographic content while they're playing this game, right? So it's an ever increasing thing. Uh,
I don't know.
So
I
we'll
just
go,
there's a certain ring of hell for people that want to do this stuff so little kids can see it. It's like the Momo things that were going around YouTube. That scary, weird, like, I don't know, weird witch lady thing.
it's like just a German statue that somebody took a picture of and somebody completely fucking made a completely BS story about it.
But like, I mean, like my niece and nephew, they know about all of this stuff. I mean, my niece and nephew both play Roblox. That's the only reason why I know about it. So it's one of those things that it's just, I don't know how I feel about my kids playing it. I'd much rather them play a game with me with no online.
So you wouldn't really feel too comfortable with just like leaving them to their own devices and just say have fun?
I need to be involved. Like, I need to be like, all right, what are you playing? Who are you playing with? And if I don't know anybody that you're playing with, you're not allowed to play. Like, because we grew up in the age, I remember a time when we didn't have online. So right now is such a new thing for parents, where some parents just are like, you know what, screw it, you're out of my hair. I don't care who you talk to, this, that, and the other thing. And kids are left to their own devices and they get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I.e. buying more V-Bucks or doing shady shit on their games.
Right, well, that's systems. Basically going more, behind the parents' backs or anything. But I would say it's just really just sticking along more along the lines of finding, pornographic images. Obviously, I would imagine as a parent, I'm not a parent yet, but I can imagine that not being good. And I want to hear from Ryan only because he really wanted to talk about this, and I want to know what the hell his thoughts are, and then I want to hear from Eric to try to even him out there.
We should hear from Ryan because he's still underage. He's about 14 years old, so I'm sure this is how he figured out everything.
I go to grade school. I have a higher education than most kids from Haiti. What? That wasn't bad. Not at all. What that was.
You're dissing Haiti. Are you saying they're stupid?
No, but I'm saying they can make the bed shake because the earthquakes. Anyway,
okay,
so
well,
this is going in a terrible direction.
Hey man, I'm trying to listen. All right, listen, Dad. Okay. So I don't know. You're the one interrupting me here. What I wanted to say was I don't think it was bad. I just think if you're gonna have your kid play online, you kind of should already know at this point. It's 2019. If you're not aware that people are dicks and assholes that do these things and get their sick kicks off of it, clearly that's on you. Roblox is a game where like it's pretty much Legos. Same thing with Minecraft. Like you're able to build things and do things and make modifications to things to make things look a certain way. If you allow your child to go online and not expect them to run into things like this, that's on you, man.
Well, yeah,
kids get curious and explore. Like you're gonna find things. Like I understand that it's upsetting to find, but like the best. So Matt's not gonna let him play online for a while, and Matt knows what goes online.
Yeah.
If you let your kid go online, you're aware that that's not that it's going to happen to your kids, because I'm not saying it is, but I'm just saying that there's that chance that it might happen, as to where a parent who just lets their kids go online with no knowledge of it happening kind of seems like you didn't really put much thought into it.
Yeah.
Well, so you're saying that parents have to be responsible and make sure that they're watching what their kids are doing?
I know, it's a weird concept, but this is what I'm going with.
Oh my god. That's disgusting. Eric, what do you think?
I mean, online, especially when it started coming out, they automatically said, like, things that happen online are not the fault of the company and stuff. You remember logging into Halo 2 and getting on Xbox Live? And it said right there in bold print, it's like, this is a rated, this game is rated T, but online it's unrated because you don't know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I mean, have some 12-year-olds cursing you out because they lost in Halo.
Yeah,
telling you they banged your mom, and you're like, what?
Apparently, 50 of them ran a train on my mom years ago. That's terrible for my mom.
But it's fucked up. But good for Aunt Kathy, man.
Let's go, Kathy.
Yeah, I'm 12 inches deep in your mom, loser.
Yeah, but even the Nintendo had this exact same problem. They tried to make it safe. They make it so you have to download an app to even use the talking features and all that stuff, and people still drew shit on PictoChat, and they still drew shit in Splatoon. It's like gonna happen regardless. So I mean, what Matt's doing, I think, is the best. Because if it does worry you, then you might as well just completely shelter them from it, at least until they're ready for it.
Well, and also I feel like with Roblox, I feel like Roblox is just a dumbed down version of VR chat.
Yeah,
that's totally what it is. Because people mod their characters to make them look like certain characters. It's just like Minecraft. I wouldn't mind my kids playing. They actually do like watching me play it. But there's no way that when I'm playing on my Switch, that somebody can go in there and be like, "Oh, look at this guy. He has a dick drawn on him."
Mm.
Yeah, you could do that on PC, but I mean, it's really not that. You can't do that on consoles.
Is this a bad time to mention that my Minecraft character's naked?
So is mine, but mine's in watermelon naked.
But I mean, I wear clothes in the game, so it makes sense that they're naked under the clothes. But there's nothing there. It's just that it's a naked bot. Whatever.
Whoa! Your guy's naked underneath his clothes?
Yeah,
How dare you?
You're naked right now underneath your clothes.
I feel so gross.
I have a question, Matt. Do you let them watch like YouTubers, at least the ones that you understand are safe to watch?
The only thing that they're allowed to watch right now is like those YouTubers that play with like Play-Doh.
Okay.
And even then, I mean, that's a reward for like when my son goes poop in the potty. Like,
nice.
That's his reward. He likes seeing those videos of like some random adult. I still think it's weird. Some random adult playing with kids' toys. And yeah, it's weird.
Now that you're saying it out loud, are you second guessing yourself?
I mean, I think it's weird, but he enjoys it, and it's nothing bad. It's a guy just playing. It's like a person playing with toys. I mean, he has kids, so that's why he does it. He does it like there's one channel. I think it's like Gwendolyn's Play Channel or Toy Channel. So she's the market, like she's the little girl that plays with all these toys, but the parents buy it, and then she can play with them. But they play with them first and like make this like little skit going. I don't know. I still think it's a little weird to me, but
think about it like this though. For YouTube, we watch people play video games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost synonymous. But the way that you also said it is there was a guy playing with toys, and it's just like the creep factor just kind of raised up in my head.
I mean, I have a My Little Pony doll I play with, Rainbow Dash. I don't know if.
Here's a brony.
I thought you were
Not
more
really.
of an Applejack.
Nah, man. Rainbow Dash all the way. I'm gonna be honest. I thought you were.
That's an actual thing?
Yeah.
I think so.
And I mean, I just want to, just real quick, I mean, Matt, kudos to your son, because, like, he's doing better than I am. I can't even make it to the toilet. Sometimes I use the litter box. This is where, like, I've been used to, but sometimes I can't even make it there. It's a fucking travesty.
Yeah, today was a travesty.
Why? Because you're doing the podcast? It's so rude.
No, I was... Whatever.
So, speaking of travesties, that's actually a pretty good segue to who's seen the Sonic trailer?
I did. I think it matches the video games perfectly.
Yeah,
that's disgusting. What?
Yeah.
He has human teeth. It's gross.
We all
It's
have
just
human
for a
teeth.
character is disgusting.
I think Jim Carrey has the world on his shoulders right now, and
I think
so
it's
bad.
gonna be
One of my
good,
favorite
and I
comedians.
think they're only gonna stretch it out for Sonic for like 30 minutes. You can even tell. Like I heard this on a different podcast. Can't remember which one, but they were saying how that scene where they're in the elevator and he's not even there.
Yeah.
That's like obviously them trying to cheap out on doing effects. So it's like if they're showing him in the trailer being hidden, so they don't have to actually render him, he's probably only going to be in the movie for like 20 minutes.
Maybe.
It's a possibility.
I'm going to
that's
guarantee 90% of the movie is going to be about Eggman, and it's going to be like 10% Sonic and that doofy guy with him, and it's going to be The Eggman part's probably gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. But there was a guy, one of our friends from one of our the other channels that we talked to, Dom Fun. It's Dom from It's Fun and Games. He brought up a good point in his video that came out today, which is the 7th. He brought up a good point that this might be all just a marketing ploy, especially with how Sonic looked. And the publisher, Warner Brothers or whoever it is that's making the video.
Is it Paramount?
Paramount, yeah. They were like, any publicity is good publicity, even if it is bad. So the fact of the matter that the director goes and says, hey, we're going to make changes to the way Sonic looks with 6 months before the movie comes out, meaning they already had this in the plan and they already knew that people weren't going to like this version of Sonic. So they're literally going to be like, oh, well, we're just going to switch it over. This is going and release a new trailer within 2 months, like 2 or 3 months, and be like, this is the new trailer. I could totally see that happening.
Yeah, I can see that. Especially with Detective Pikachu coming out.
Yeah.
Exactly, but I mean, you would think that would be at least something, at least in my opinion, probably one of the first video game movies I'm legitimately excited to go see that I think will do well.
It's because Ryan Reynolds is fucking a national treasure.
Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is that they also chose the weakest Pokemon game ever to base their movie about. Like, Detective Pikachu for the 3DS was a goddamn travesty of a game. But they decided, hey, a talking Pikachu would be really funny, especially if you have Ryan Reynolds doing it.
Well, you heard who they wanted to have originally play it, right?
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, and he didn't know what the fuck Pokemon was. That was pretty funny.
Oh shit, I was just being a wise ass. That was real?
Yeah, they wanted to, because they did I think they did like a poll or something they wanted to see who everybody wanted to play Pikachu, and because Danny DeVito doing Pikachu's voice lined up so perfectly, then like they had Danny DeVito and like a couple of like a guy like had spliced his voice anytime Pikachu tried to talk, and everybody got really excited, and then they had asked him, they're like, hey, you want to play Pikachu and Detective Pikachu? And he was like, what's a Pikachu? What's a Pokemon? And then they just decided not to because he didn't know what the fuck was going on.
There's no way that guy is that oblivious. He's been around for like almost 30 years.
Well, he's also done a lot, so there is that possibility.
That's true. That's very true. Well, I mean, I don't know. I played the demo of Detective Pikachu on the 3DS. It's all right. Nothing really breathtaking or spellbinding to really keep my interest for a very long time, but I can see how it could at least be a little bit of more of a springboard for I guess like a different kind of movie, because you figure with all the other animated movies from Pokemon beforehand, they keep on doing the same thing. How many times can you tell a tale about a kid going around collecting Pokemon?
It's okay because there's different generations.
Also, don't forget that when children are growing up, those generations are their first generation.
Exactly.
So it's like, that's kind of what they're building it for.
I mean, you got to remember, it's been, 30 years since... No, 20... I think it's going to be
24.
20,
yeah, 24 this year. 25 next. You got to realize that there's already been 22 or 23 seasons of the Pokemon animated TV show, and there's been 7 or 8? No, I'm sorry, like 14 or 15 different movies, and they're all animated movies based off of the games following Ash.
That just won't die.
It's like The Simpsons. I mean, they've been on for 30 seasons. Seriously.
Yeah, but they're not going around catching different homers.
Yeah, but it's the same shticks, just modernized every single time.
Exactly. It's a freaking perpetual 10-year-old who's been 10 for 34 years now.
Dad?
But it's okay. I mean, like Evelyn and John, they love the show. I mean, Evelyn, she loves Pikachu, and she loves the little Alolan Vulpix which in the show's name is Snowy. So she always sees Snowy and she always knows who it is. So that's her generation. Like my generation is the original show. Like Jen's brothers were the second version of the show, which were like the Johto League, which was the second season. I don't know which one it is, but that's what it is. I mean, I still think like a majority of movies that are based off of video games are going to be bad because they can't tell the story a video game would.
Right, because video games are designed to be immersive. It's designed for you to be the character and you be put in that extraordinary situation where you, for all intents and purposes, control the outcome of what's going on rather than watching it on screen.
I mean, the only one that I can consider is somewhat halfway decent.
You say Super Mario, I'm going to kill you.
What? Oh, Super Mario? No. I was going to say the only one that's based off of a video game that I could say is somewhat halfway decent, actually had a sequel, is Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
Agreed.
Actually, it's had 3. I forgot about the remake that just came out.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that one.
I didn't see it either, but I heard it was very good.
I don't know, that the woman has a 5 head. Like, her hair looks like it's trying to escape her head. It's kind of
I just wish they would have grabbed the same girl that voiced her in the games, the new remake of games.
Isn't the character based off of how she looks or something?
Very similar, a little different, but very similar.
I think that would have been better. Yeah.
But
I don't know, just the girl who plays Lara Croft. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't really say about her acting or whatever else. I just I saw her and was like, oh my god, where's your hair? Probably, but that was just me.
That's rude.
Yeah, I'm fucked up. But
Super Mario was a masterpiece.
So no, just no.
What, Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
I still think it's one of the better movies, just because it's a cult classic.
No, go outside and just smack yourself. That's disgusting.
In all seriousness, I do think that the Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh yeah, those are pretty cool. Yeah.
I thought
I forgot about
that
those.
was a pretty good. I thought they did because it's really just guys beating the shit out of each other, and I was like, all right.
Well, the fact of the matter that even the movie character was Shang Tsung. He's that guy who played Shang Tsung in the movies is now Shang Tsung in the actual game, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
They showed what's it called? I saw like photos of actors that they were thinking about having play the Mortal Kombat guys. They were gonna have Terry Crews play Jax. I mean, that's like that was like because they had like 3 guys for Jax. Terry Crews was one of them. I don't remember the other guy.
I could see Quentin Rampage Jackson.
I think he just got arrested.
I have no idea.
He did just get arrested. I saw it earlier.
He got arrested?
I think so.
For what?
Probably abuse or domestic abuse or whatever else to get arrested for.
I could see Ronda Rousey playing Sonya or Cassie.
Yeah.
Nah, she don't look like him.
I don't know. I could see her playing Shiva.
Hell yeah.
Right, you need some ass cooking? Boom! That's definitely your girl for that one.
Sorry, Rumble Johnson got arrested. I'm sorry.
Rumble Johnson?
Yes.
What the hell's all with these goofy
Not Rampage Jackson.
It's almost as bad as Kimbo Slice.
Okay, too soon.
Too soon? He passed away.
Oh, did he really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, he did. As AJ laughs. Way to go.
No, I'm still laughing now.
Can we have an F in chat to pay respect?
Respect.
F. Oh man. So yeah, I mean, I kind of forgot about the Mortal Kombat series. The first 2 movies. The first one was actually really good. I kind of forgot about that for 90s, at least for my opinion. The second one was meh.
And the second one was convoluted, but like it was fucked up, but like it just made more sense, I guess. I don't know. I like both of them simply because the first one had like the original guys, then the second one had even older characters that shouldn't have been in there, but they were like, hey, let's just add these guys for the fuck of it, right?
The whole entire cast was like almost different different people. Like the continuity was just absolutely not there.
Well, even if you ignore that, still, I don't know. It's because I'm used to. You have to remember, I also like Batman, so it's like I'm used to people being changed constantly.
That's true. Two movies for. Yeah, no, Kilmer only did one. Clooney only did one. Wow.
Yeah, I mean the only one that did more than that are Keaton and
Bale.
Bale.
That's
yeah.
why they're the best Batman.
Oh, that's because Christian Bale's fucking handsome.
And they made
Especially
a
in
lot of
Newsies.
money.
Was that?
And the movies made a lot of money.
That's
Yeah.
true.
And Ben Affleck was technically Batman twice.
Oh shit,
Batman Affleck.
that's true. I forgot about that. Ryan doesn't like to talk about Batfleck.
We don't need to talk about that depressing point in history.
Why? He's so interesting
He
as
was
Batman.
such a bad Batman.
He super loved it too.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
He told me.
Ugh.
Would he call you up on your bat phone?
Yeah, by Batarang. He threw one
Whenever
at
it
me.
comes back to him, it means it's calling me.
I put up the bat signal and then we hang out.
All right, what else is on the docket?
Oh my goodness. All right, so we talked about some really bad movies. We talked about pornography being in like Roblox kind of games, and that's definitely no bueno. But unfortunately, at this point in time in the game, you gotta watch your kids more carefully and know what the hell they're doing really online. And what else did we just talk about? Bad video game movies. I'm excited for Detective Pikachu to see how it is. I want to see what the hell they're going to be doing with Sonic because just goddamn, like it's got to be so much better than the way that fucking had it there.
Detective Pikachu actually comes out on Friday, the 10th.
Yes, it does.
Oh, nice. All right, so maybe I can go bring my girl to go see it on Saturday or something.
I can't wait to see it.
It'll be good.
Just because Ryan Reynolds is so dreamy, even as Pikachu.
But you don't get to see his face though.
That doesn't matter. Pikachu himself is so fuzzy. Just want to nuzzle up to him. Yeah, he'll shock the shit out of me, but you know what? That's worth it.
That's
And
gonna
you
be
know
your
what?
first and last hug.
If I hold him long enough, my boy Matt can catch himself a Pikachu. So you know what? That's even more worth it.
Well, he's got your back on that one there, Matt.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, yeah. So we were talking about that, and what was the last thing we wanted to talk about actually today?
Well, E3 is it's about a month away.
Oh, there we go.
So there are going to be a couple of standout things. A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are doing their predictions now. I think it would be a nice idea to pick out 3 games that we want to see at E3, which I think would be fun. Or predictions that you think. I know it's kind of like last second, but for me, I'll go first because I have it off the top of my head. The 3 things that I want to see. I want to see the new Switches because they are coming out. I think the new Switches will be broadcasted and shown. They're going to have a cheap model, which I think is going to be cool, that the Joy-Cons don't come off. And then they'll probably have a upgraded version, which probably supports like 4K and voice chat or something like that, which would be cool.
Like a pro.
Yeah, kind of like a Switch Pro or like a Switch XL or some shit. I want to see stuff for Pokemon, obviously, and I want to see what Halo Infinite has, because they said that Halo Infinite is going to be there. Now, what a lot of people are saying is Halo Infinite and I think Cyberpunk 2077. I think those 2 games are going to be on the next gen consoles. So, especially, I think it would be in Microsoft's benefit if they put Halo Infinite on the new console, because they also say that the consoles are getting released this year or getting announced at E3.
What about potential cross-platform?
Yes, also
That'd be a good announcement.
Yeah, I think that would be really good, but I don't think so. I won't hold my breath, especially if it's Sony.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't
meant
think
more
so.
like on Windows, play Windows Anywhere, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, I think that will be probably there. That's pretty much guaranteed going to be there.
That would be a
but
big push.
because I think that's where everything is going. Because I mean, PlayStation has their PlayStation Now. I don't know what it is. I think they were talking. I was listening to a podcast, Just Funny podcast. I think it was like last week they were talking about it. They have like 750,000 people that have signed up for it, and basically it's like they're like, it's kind of like their own Game Pass, but instead of you actually downloading the game, you could just play it off the cloud or something like that.
So you're basically just like streaming the game then?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know the specifics about PlayStation Now, but that's the next thing is people are going to be streaming their games wherever they are. So if you wanted to play, like me and you wanted to play like Sea of Thieves, shit, we are out. We can pop in our Switches and we can log into our Xbox account and we can play Sea of Thieves.
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, but you don't have to
played
download.
Thieves in a while.
They came out with a whole bunch of new content, which is pretty cool. Which is there's a whole bunch of like side quests where you actually have to go solve puzzles and shit like that. Like, it looks really cool. I was watching a YouTuber named Jack Frags do it. Pretty cool.
The last time we tried to get people together for that didn't work so well. We played for like 2 days and then stopped playing again.
Well, yeah, because there wasn't a lot. There was just the same menial shit that we did the last time. But now that it's like with all the updates, it looks good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of not really being put on the spot, but being put on the spot. So, obviously, Halo Infinite. I'm really excited for that, to see what the hell is going on for that. If it's going to be on the next gen console, I don't know. Be upset about that, but I mean, whatever. I need to get my Halo fix, so obviously I'm still going to buy it. But I'm really more interested to see the Cyberpunk. What the hell's going on with that? Seeing when that's released, because I'm excited for that game. And also to see what's going to be going on with Battletoads, because they made that announcement last year, and I haven't heard heads or tails about anything else of what the hell else is going on, except for that teaser that they showed last year.
But I forgot about that, actually.
That game better be rage-inducing.
You know it's going to be. It's fucking Battletoads, dude.
Yeah,
I will only accept Battletoads if it's with Double Dragons.
Dude, that'll be awesome.
Complete remake of that game. I'm down.
That'll be dope. They better take that fucking that scooter part out, though, because that was like 3/4 of the fucking game, and I'd never be able to freaking get past that part.
What about you, Eric or Ryan? Are there any games?
I'm ready. Here's what I think is gonna happen. Here's a couple things I'm gonna probably see. There's gonna be a really cool trailer for a game that's like super cool, and then at the very end, a screen's gonna splash up and it's gonna say only available on the Epic Game Store, and everybody's gonna go, "Oh, that's gonna happen." They're probably gonna do a lot of Borderlands 3 stuff.
Oh, I forgot about Borderlands 3.
I know they had their own little thing, and they ruined it with their live stream stuff. But
so hopefully they have a better video.
Yeah, hopefully they'll have a better showing there, maybe more gameplay or whatever. I also think Valve is actually going to show up this year, because Left 4 Dead 3's been it's being rumored that it's being worked on right now, or it's I think there was a leak somewhere, I can't remember, but I think it's all rumors at this point.
Yeah, what didn't you share that article that 95 or 80% of it was like fabricated?
I think I have it here.
Or I was reading it somewhere else. It was like
it's
on
like
a Left 4 Dead trailer.
DailyGamingReport.co. Yeah, it was the trailer that was like 90% probably not real, because they used real products in it, like Life Cereal, and I think there was like Tide or something in there. I can't remember. They used like real products in the trailer. But what I think it also could be, now that I thought about it for a little bit, is that they use those real things and then they mess with the models later to make them an off-brand. So they could potentially just put a real brand in there before it's actually supposed to be released. And then just make Life Cereal like, I don't know, just change the name around and keep the colors. So that could also happen. I don't know how it works in production though. But
Alright.
and I guess the third thing I'm waiting for, uh, what did I say? Left 4 Dead 3,
Valve showing
Epic
up.
Games. Everybody goes, oh man, and then I don't know. There's really not a lot else that I'm super excited for. I'm sure there's gonna be an IP in there that everybody's gonna go crazy about, but it's not gonna be released for 2 years.
Probably.
That's probably gonna
Yeah.
happen. We should do like an E3 drinking game. I know they put those on
Yes.
Reddit every once in a while. Oh, and Borderlands,
Well,
I said, right?
Yeah,
There's gonna be a lot of
said
Borderlands still.
I can only drink on the weekends.
I'm okay with
I
that.
think we should totally like, because I think Sony is not gonna be at E3, but they're gonna have a like, I guess, a live stream beforehand.
Yeah, why the hell are they not being going to E3 this year? Are they just like bitching out because they don't want to get lambasted like last year?
Yeah, well, last year they didn't have anything to release except for one game.
That's not true. They had yeah. Never mind.
The
Because
giant like corporate
everybody.
things are dying, like E3's dying and all that stuff. Everybody's just running their own now.
Yeah, I mean, they can make more money that way, and instead of paying E3, they could just have their own thing, and then they can
Yeah,
just...
people will watch it. Live streaming is a lot easier to come by.
Oh yeah, instead of freaking having people pay hundreds of dollars to attend E3, everyone's just like, all right, cool, I'll pay $50 and I can watch it from the comfort of my own home. But Ryan, what are your thoughts, dude?
Honestly, I'm just excited for Halo, and if Left 4 Dead 3 is actually a thing. I mean, I would just play it for like the same amount of time I played any Left 4 Dead game, like 3 weeks, and then be like, all right. That, and if Battletoads is actually happening, I will play it till my fingers bleed and just get real mad and break the controller. Because honestly, that's why I play games, not to have fun, to make myself suffer.
So you're a masochist.
Mm-hmm.
Duly noted.
That's why, I like things like Mega Man, Bloodborne. I've already gone through this in like 3 of the other podcasts. That's my point.
Yeah.
Masochism's fun, guys.
All right. On that happy note, all right, so we'll do lightning round final thoughts. Anybody got some final thoughts?
I mean, I do.
I got a good
Oh.
last one, so come
I
on,
think-
last.
I think Eric is definitely the baby face of the group.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Sonic movie, for how bad, if it is going to be bad, I think it matches the video games pretty well. And I think we should all give Matt a nice little tiny head rub and belly rub. He's not feeling that well.
Oh,
That's it. Those are my final thoughts.
Matt?
Couple final thoughts for E3, if you will so indulged.
Go for
They're going to announce the next 2 characters for the DLC for Smash,
Next two, ooh, spicy.
and I feel like with the first one that they announced is literally gonna have a trailer, and they're gonna be like, "All right, comes out next week."
Nah, that's way too soon.
I could totally see that.
No way.
I feel like they're also going to say, like, I feel like all the PlayStation 5 and Xbox are both going to announce their consoles this year, and I guarantee you Death Stranding, Left 4 Dead, The Last of Us Part 2, and Halo Infinite are all going to be next generation games.
That'd be
Those are
such
my
a
final
bummer.
words. Oh, it'd
Okay.
totally be a bummer. I can't wait to see all those PlayStation guys be like, "Oh, well, I have to get a new system." Oh.
All right. Those are interesting final thoughts. I like it. So mine would be watch your fucking kids when they're playing shit online. Don't be lazy ass parents. I would have to strongly disagree that the Sonic Hedgehog movie looks terrible as of right now. Jim Carrey should be able to save it, hopefully, but I like the video games for the most part, depending on which generation we're talking about. Super Mario Brothers movie sucks major donkey balls, and
Inaccurate.
I forgot how much I actually liked the Mortal Kombat movie.
You're welcome.
Eric?
So thanks for bringing that up.
Okay,
and
I'm
Eric,
gonna
you
say
have the floor,
this,
man.
and then I'm gonna end it right after I say it. So don't even bother arguing. The Sonic movie is gonna be better than Detective Pikachu.
No.
Oof, got him.
All right, I'm
Oh,
ending
wow.
it. 5, 4, anything
Nope.
less 3.
Nope.
Yes, you're wrong. Fuck
2.
off.
Well, bye.